Shabbat shalom, everyone. Wait, I think we got to try that again. I heard one. Shabbat shalom. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to first have to all go to Starbucks and then come back. So, welcome. I'm so excited to have you all here. My name is Barry Letts, I'm a rabbi, and so excited to be joining you as we all join together with that young man right up there. Do you all know him? Okay, just want to make sure you're in the right place. We are here to celebrate Shabbat together, to worship together as Dylan leads us in this Shabbat morning service. So you have an important responsibility. He can only lead us in worship this morning if you join with him. Are you ready to do that? Yes. Okay, great. So you have at your seats this prayer book. And for those of you who perhaps haven't used this prayer book before, let me just say a couple words about it. First of all, you will find on the inside of the prayer book, on the right-hand side of the page, Hebrew text, and underneath it, a translation of the Hebrew that's above it. And on the left-hand side of the page, some interpretive readings on that particular prayer. Dylan will be somehow using some of all of this in worship. And as he leads us this morning, there is with the Hebrew transliteration. So if your Hebrew is a little rusty, or even if you don't know Hebrew at all, you can still read along in the Hebrew with us using the transliteration. All of that's important because there will be places where your participation is needed, where we're asking you to read along with us, to sing along with us, to join with us. And we encourage your voices. They add to the beauty and sanctity of our worship together. So we hope that you will take advantage of that opportunity whenever possible. Cantor.
We're going to be doing a lot of singing together this morning too, because in a synagogue, all of our prayers, when we offer them, are meant to be sung. So as you hear these prayers, please recognize them as an invitation to join your voice with mine or with Dylan's. And we'll begin on page 10 with the words, Hine ma tov, how good it is, how wonderful it is to be together. And that's true every day, but especially on a day like this when we get to gather together to celebrate.
Shabbat
you'll turn in your prayer books to page 170.
May my life be one link in a chain of goodness. As I say the prayers of my ancestors, help me to recall their devotion and faithfulness, their joy and suffering, which are in every word. Holiness is my heritage, and may I be worthy of it. May our tradition live in me, passed from me to generations I shall never know, enriched by the truth that I have found and the good deeds I have done. So may I fulfill my task on earth and receive my blessing. And when the service ends and the prayers have ceased, help me to bring their spirit into the world in which I live. May I love God above all and my neighbor as myself, and be living witness to the truth that never changes. As I wrap myself in the talit, I fulfill the mitzvah of my Creator. Bless Adonai, O my soul, Adonai my God, how great you are. You are robed in glory and majesty, wrapping yourself in a light as in a garment, spreading forth the heavens like a curtain. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kadishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehit atef b'tzitzit.
Amen.
Before you turn to the next page, just a few more things, some words from me and then some words from your parents in a moment. There is this special kippah, the golden kippah, which you have earned. You know, there's many symbols in this day about what this day is about. One is you're leading us in service, leading us here in worship. Secondly, there is this talit, which has on its corners these very specially tied fringes that remind us of something important, mitzvot. They remind us that our task in this world is to make the world better through the performance of mitzvot, through our ethical obligations to make the world a better place. You, Dylan, didn't need a bar mitzvah to tell you that. That is something that you take on. I think I'm pretty sure you're the first 13-year-old I've ever met that has his own environmental organization, of which you are the CEO, CFO, CCO, COO, whatever, all those things. You've created out of care and concern for the world around you an organization which is incredible in and of itself. But you have done many other things, performed many other mitzvot in coming to this moment, honoring your parents, learning Torah, celebrating with a wedding couple, comforting someone at a time of loss. All are such important things because they connect us and show our care and concern. And so you've gone kind of even above and beyond and joined a long legacy, years of people in this congregation who you saw come up here during the high holidays, all wearing their golden kippah to participate in blessing. And now you have one of your own to join with all of them. So we hope you will always wear it, and pride is a reminder of all the things you have done and will do to make the world a better place. So mazel tov to you. We're going to just switch this out. Is this clipped on?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You take it out. I don't want to rip out any of your hair. I have this thing about not having enough hair, so there we go. Okay. I'll put that on instead. All right. Mom and Dad are going to talk to you for a minute.
A quick thank you to Rabbi Lutz, Cantor Shapiro, Susan Rosenstein, and Rabbi Feinstein as well. The care and warmth that you've approached Dylan's bar mitzvah is an amazing display of the community here at University Synagogue. It has been our pleasure working with each one of you. Also, a big thank you to our friends and family, some of whom have traveled from as far away as Australia, New York, Colorado, and the Encino-Sherman Oaks area. This occasion is made even more special by each of you sharing it with Dylan and our family, and we thank you for being here. I know Dylan's great-grandmother, Ruth Shapiro, would have loved to have been here, as she always does love going to services, but at 101 years old was unable to make the trip. And there are very important people watching through the live streaming of this service, Dylan's grandparents, Stan and Estelle Berg. Stan, please have a speedy recovery. We know you both wish more than anything that you were here, but you are in our hearts and with us in spirit, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So maybe they're over there watching right now, I'm not sure. We are lucky to have everyone here or following along online and look forward to sharing many more fun occasions with all of you.
Now on to Dylan. Dylan, it goes without saying that we are very proud of you. In addition to being our son and receiving the unconditional love that comes with that, you're an amazing human being. You are someone that takes initiative, has an inner sense and being of what is right and acting accordingly. You have a sweet soul and are shaped by family, earth, and the need to help others. You are one of the most curious people that we know. That's an understatement. And you have even realized that mom and dad are not human Googles with the instant answer to everything. Always keep asking questions and yearning for the knowledge to form good opinions, make informed decisions, and live life to the fullest. Many people might see a problem, but not all go that extra step to make a difference. That's one of your unique qualities, to identify an issue and try to make change. When you saw that your elementary school, Westland, was using 7 cases of paper towels a month, you took the initiative to write a letter to the head of a major corporation and ended up eliminating that waste. You asked James Dyson himself for the exact model numbers and received 4 of those hand dryers, resulting in a savings to the school and the environment of 84 cases of paper towels per year. You proved that each person can make a difference. Taking initiative is an amazing quality. Never lose that, nor your voice for activism and positive change.
Your passion for climate change and your entrepreneurial spirit resulted in building a website and blog from scratch, EnviroCareLA.com, which educates and empowers others to do their part to save the earth. You went from idea to implementation and once again showed that anything is possible when you put your mind to it. Personally, we hold you responsible for your tireless effort to guilt us into buying an electric car. Although you get a pass because it's a heck of a lot of fun to drive, and it is better for the environment. We've attended Friday night and Saturday morning services quite a bit the past 3 to 4 months. One of the services brought up the theme that life is a journey, not just a means to a destination, and that couldn't be more true. Your life is a unique journey, and we wish for you the fortitude to always live your life the way that you want to live it. Be true to yourself. This is your life to live. We are always here to support your decisions and to give you the foundation to achieve that which you dream about. We'll sometimes provide the guardrails, and we'll always have your back unconditionally. Today is the culmination of your study to become a bar mitzvah. This is your destination of that study. But take a moment to think about the journey and how it made you the person that you are today. You learned a new language and now can read what looks like scribble and is written backwards. You learned about your religion and the Jewish people and what it personally means for you to be Jewish. And you learned about commitment and follow-through. You have met wonderful people that have worked so hard to make this day special for you. So while today's service is the culmination of that study and hard work, the journey taught you so much, including about yourself. Mom and I hope that you'll continue to enjoy the little and big journeys throughout your life. Stop to smell the roses. Pet those random dogs. Notice the details, and most of all, enjoy the ride. Your unique ride should be shaped by your ideals, dreams, and desires. Okay? Your unique ride should be shaped by your ideals, dreams, and desires. We know that you can accomplish anything that you put your mind to. You'll always be one of our little boys, regardless of how old and big you get. So don't forget to take us on that ride with you. We love you.
In your prayer books, if you'll turn to page 195 and rise as we join together in the Baruch Hu. Next page.
The world is sunlight, restoring the soul, rejoicing the heart, bringing light to the eyes, more welcome than gold, a Torah from heaven. I have no light to give the morning. My Torah, my special human gift, is words. As I bring my words forth from silence, welcome them, you who redeems the sun from darkness.
Please be seated. Continue on page 198. With words with which we give thanks for the gift of Torah.
Ahavtanu Adonai. Adonai, Eloheinu, Emra Gedola, Meteor, Chamat Aleinu, Ba'avor Avotenu, Be'imotenu, Shebatu
On page 200, we turn to the Shema. We ask that you please rise.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu,
Please be seated. Continue with the Ve'ahavta on the next page.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם ליהוד על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Continue on page 203.
Sing the song of men and women, joined in understanding and respect, the song of God's miracles, an earth protected and cherished, a gift for our children and the generations to come. The song of a land once ravished by war, now quiet and content, her soldiers home to leave no more, the song of a world redeemed, the song of peace.
On page 205, we turn to the Amidah. I ask that you please once again rise. Oh, sorry. Never mind. Sit down for a minute. 204. Page 204.
לעולם
guys for the Amidah, right there on the next page.
Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agit tehilatecha.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak v'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel v'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor ve'Anorah El Elyon Gomil Hasadim Tovim Vekonei Hakol Vezoher Chasdei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen Baruch atah Adonai Magim Avraham Ve'ezrat Sarah Atah Gibor Le'elam Adonai Mechakye HaKol Atav Rav Lehoshia Morid Hatal Mechakel Chaim Bechesed Mechaye HaKol Berachamim Rabim Somech Nofli Verofei Cholim Umatir Asurim Umekayem Emunato Lishenei Afar Michamocha Ba'al Gevurot Umido Melach Melech Memid Umekayem Umatzmiach Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lecha chayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai Mechayei hakol.
Page 208.
לקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביא
be seated. Continue on the top of page 211 as we give thanks for this day, thanks for the gift of Shabbat.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, קוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. מקדשי מקדשי שבי שבת, כולם ישבעו ויתענגו מטובך השבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. והשביעי רצית בו בקידוש השבת, חמדת ימים אותו קראת שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. למעשה בראשית שבת, זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת, וקוראי עונג שבת.
Page 212.
On this Shabbat day, as you graciously receive our prayers, help us to hear your call. Grant us enough health to fulfill our duties and the compassion we need to attend to others. Teach us humility that we may perceive our own faults, and grant us the wisdom to be forgiving of others. Give us the courage to be true to our highest selves and the charity to see the best in those around us. Give us patience enough not to become discouraged, hope enough to overcome all fears for the future, and faith enough to know your presence. O source of blessing, look with favor upon us. May our offerings be accepted to you. We praise you, Adonai, whom alone we serve in reverence.
Baruch
Baruch atah Adonai,
shelcha levadcha v'yirah na'avod. Amen. Page 214.
As Jeff and Nicole lead us in these words, we're going to ask you to respond to them with these 3 words that come after each of their readings. And they're very appropriate words for this morning. Modim anachnu lach means we give thanks. What a great thing to be doing together this morning. So I'll ask you to repeat after me. Modim.
Modim.
Anachnu.
Anachnu.
Lach.
Lach.
I think you're ready.
For the expanding grandeur of creation, worlds known and unknown, galaxies beyond galaxies, filling us with awe and challenging our imaginations.
Modim anachnu lach.
For this fragile planet Earth, its time and tides, its sunsets and seasons.
Modim anachnu lach.
For the joy of human life, its wonders and surprises, its hopes and achievements.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human community, our common past and future hope, our oneness transcending all separation, our capacity to work for peace and justice in the midst of hostility and oppression.
Modim anachnu lach.
for high hopes and noble causes, for faith without fanaticism, for understanding of views not shared.
Modim anachnu lach.
For all who have labored and suffered for a fairer world, who have lived so that others might live in dignity and freedom.
Modim anachnu lach.
For human liberties and sacred rights, for opportunities to change and grow, to affirm and choose.
Modim anachnu lach.
We pray that we may live not by our fears, but by our hopes, not by our words, but by our deeds.
Baruch atah Adonai, hato shimcha ulecha na'eh lehodot.
I invite you now to take a moment for tefillat lev, for the prayers and meditations of your own hearts, as we pause for a moment of silent prayer. We turn now to the service for the reading of the Torah, as we do in just a moment. Just a word about this morning's Torah portion. We are coming very close to the end of the Torah. Actually, we will conclude the Torah next week. And, of course, begin once again with the learning of Torah, with Simchat Torah, as Torah learning never ends. This week's parsha is called Ha'azinu, which means to really to pay attention, to listen, to give ear to something. And we have here, as Dylan will share with us in just a little bit, a poem. There are a few poems in the Torah. The one that is most familiar to us is Shirat Hayam, the song that is sung at the sea after the Israelites have crossed over from Egypt into freedom, and they join together in singing Mi Chamocha, Shirat Hayam. This Torah portion has what is called Shirat Moshe, Moses' poem, the last in the Torah. And it's a poem that always comes in between Yom Kippur and Sukkot, which is where we find ourselves this morning, the Shabbat between the end of Yom Kippur and Sukkot. And it is, in essence, Moses' final words, really blessings to the Israelites. And in a beautiful kind of way, in a poem, kind of expresses to them the idea that they should make their life a work of art, which is what we all should do, shouldn't we? Make our lives into a work of art by the way we live our lives. And it does so in an interesting way that really reflects where we are in this time period in the Jewish community after Yom Kippur, before Sukkot. It speaks of, well, the things that we might do wrong, that we might need to ask forgiveness for. Yom Kippur. And in other parts of the poem, speaks of the opportunity to celebrate, to rejoice when we do things the right way, in the many blessings and that come to us when we reap the rewards of doing what we are supposed to do. So in many ways, the poem, again, which Dylan will share with us in a little bit, reflects both of those ideas, some of the sense of Yom Kippur and some of the sense of looking forward and the celebration of family and friends and community, and this joy of blessings of Sukkot, which we will begin on Sunday night. So I'm going to invite you to turn in your prayer books to page 249. As I do so, we'd like to invite Samantha Gibbs, Luca Berg, Zach Gibbs, Micah Ezra, and Saskia Ezra to join us on the bima to open the ark for us, and ask that you please rise as we approach the ark.
Dylan, you come back here. You stand next to me. Good. There we go.
Dylan, look at that smile. You express in your face how excited you are in this moment to be here, to be one who is about to receive Torah. We should all have that kind of smile on our face as we are about to receive Torah. Because it is indeed a great blessing to receive Torah, to be able to be one who carries Torah forward in their lives. As we all know, as your dad has expressed, dad and mom have expressed, we already know that you do that in so many ways, and will continue to do that in many ways in your life. So there are many ways to receive Torah. I could hand it to you myself. I could have just said, Dylan, could you just get the Torah out of the ark? Could have done that too. But most significantly, we pass Torah to you the way it has come to be yours because of bobby pins. Okay. We pass Torah to you the way it has become yours today, right? From the generations before you that have passed Torah one to the other, so that you could be here to receive the Torah from each of them. Each of them has carried Torah in their own way, has made a difference in their world in their own unique way, and indeed, you will do the same. You will carry Torah in your heart and make your own unique and powerful, I know, difference in the world as well. So we pass the Torah to you now the way it has rightfully become yours to carry forward in your life from the generation of your grandparents. Pass it up there.
Tzach
Shenatan Torah le'amo Yisrael bikdushato.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Lech Adonai iti, uneromem Shemo yachdav. Lech Adonai agidula, v'gagivula, v'gachiferet, v'hanetzach v'ha'od. Ki yechol b'shamayim ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, לך אדוני הממלכה, והמתנשא לכל ראש. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. Get there. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להר קודשו.
Please be seated.
Ha'azinu is very special. It isn't written like other Torah portions. It is written in the form of a poem. The poem was spoken by Moses and is his last words before he dies, and the Israelites, after walking in the desert for 40 years, enter the land of Israel. With the poem, Moses talks about the history of the Jewish people and the reflection of the journey in the desert. Moses talks about God as the rock, Hatzur, like an eagle, Ben Esher, and he is your father, Halohu Avicha. God is a rock when you need strength, God is an eagle when you need freedom, and God is a father when you need guidance and leadership. Moses also talks about how everything God does is just and that it is the people that do everything wrong. The more I read about Ha'azinu, the more questions I had. But one question that always stuck with me is God and his deeds always just? When I look around at the world, I can clearly see that it is not perfect. If God is perfect, why are there bad people in the world and bad things in the world? Another question I had was, why is it in poetic form? The word poem, shira, also means song. What Moses said could, instead of being a poem, could have also been a song. Moses was talking about the Israelites' journey through the desert, and all of the people listening had only been along for part of the journey, meaning no one except Moses knew the whole story. In the Jewish religion, history is very important. Most of the time it is easier to remember a song. Was it a song so it could be remembered? I think that Torah portion is very important. One thing it shows is that it is very important to hold on to your own history. Most of the time we are looking at the future, trying to make sure it is better than the present. But a lot of time we can learn from the past. We can learn from good and bad things. This Torah portion, again, also talks about God and all his deeds being just. I think that God gives us opportunities to do the right thing. Take the Amazon rainforest fires, for instance. I remember back when the deforestation of forests was a big deal. I remember watching the movie Rio 2 and the birds had to fight back to save their habitat. When other parts of climate change started to get the spotlight, saving the forest was kind of forgotten. Then the fires happened and saving the forest started to gain more public attention. If God did all the fighting for justice, then we would forget how to fight for ourselves. So next time you find an opportunity to fight for justice, take it.
Amen.
Amen. So for our first Aliyah, we would like to invite to the Bima Joe and Janet Westheimer and Reuben Bank and Karen Gavall. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Ha'azinu Hashemayim va'adabera v'tishma ha'aretz imrei fi yarov kamatar likechi tizal katal imrati kisirim ale deshe v'chirvivim ale ezev ki shem Adonai ekra havu godel le'Eloheinu.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torat Emet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Before I call up our second Aliyah, I was remiss in not inviting you to turn in your Torah commentaries. If you have a Torah commentary around you, the other big blue book, do you have those around you? You'll find this morning's Torah portion on page 1398. 1398. So you can follow along there in the English or the Hebrew as Dylan continues to share the Torah with us. And for our second Aliyah, we'd like to invite up Dylan's aunt and uncle, Steve and Julie Bank. Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamborach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai Noten HaTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Hatzur tamim pa'olo ki kol derachav mishpat el emunah ve'en avel tzadik ve'yashar hu shichet lo banav mumam dor yikei avicha kanecha, hu asecha, vayakonanecha.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
For the third Aliyah, more aunts, uncles, and cousins, David and Lauren Gibbs, Gavin Berg and Brett, and Nicole Ezra.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'charbanu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Zechor yemot olam, binu shenot dor vador, bechoncha she'al avicha ve'yagedecha, zekenecha vayomeru elach, behonchel elyon goyim, behafrido b'nei adam, halak Yitzav na Givulo damim lemispar b'nei Yisrael ki chelak Adonai amo Yaakov chevel nachalato.
Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'kayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah. Amen. Thank you.
And for the fourth Aliyah, I'd like to invite up your parents, Jeffrey and Nicole.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarak.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarak Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarak Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'charbanu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Amen. Yimsa'ehu be'eretz midpar, uvetohu yelel yesimon, yesovavenhu, yevonanehu, yitrenhu, keishon eno, kenesher, yair kino, al gozalav yirachev, yifrosh kenafav yikachehu, Yesiehu al evrato, Adonai badad yinchenu, ve'ein imo al nechar.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'yehei olam nata b'krei. Baruch atah Adonai
Noten haTorah.
That one's tough.
You can have a seat for a second. While the tour is open, we want to pray for those suffering illness of body or mind or spirit, that they may find a full and complete healing, a refuah shlema. So as we turn to this prayer for healing, I would invite you, if you are holding the names of dear ones in your heart who you are praying for this Shabbat, I invite you to call out their names as I look your way.
We want to especially keep in our prayers today Stan Berg, who, if you can see us out there, you got a whole room full of people praying for refuah shlema, a complete and very fast healing of body for you and for all of those whom we've mentioned. May they receive healing very quickly.
Let me ask you a question. Is there anybody here who has never been up close to a Torah before? Everybody here has been up close. Oh, cool. So I'm going to invite you, if you have never actually seen a Torah up close, to just quickly come take a view of what Dylan has been doing here this morning. I invite you to come up and check it out real quick. Feel free. Come on. Don't be shy. Come on up here. While you're doing that, let me just tell you a little bit about Torah and what it's about. The Torah is an organic document. Everything about a way a Torah is made, everything about a way a Torah is made comes from God's creation. The wood, of course, from trees. The parchment from the skin of a kosher animal. The ink is a mixture of natural elements all come together to make the ink. And as you're looking here now, hello, welcome. You'll see a bunch of Hebrew. Do you see a bunch of Hebrew? Yeah, okay. What isn't there is you don't see any punctuation, do you? No periods, no commas, no nothing. This actually is set out as a poem here, this particular piece of it, but there's also no vowels. So imagine trying to read something in English that has no punctuation, no vowels, just consonants. Could you read it? I think you could, actually. Most of it, some things. It depends what it was. If I gave you a chemistry book, probably not, but I couldn't read that with vowels or punctuation. So a lot of it you could read. Sometimes you'd come across stuff that you weren't sure what those words were, and you have to know from the context of what it is. So it's a great challenge to learn to read Torah, to understand what it means. Dylan has done a great deal of work in preparing for this, particularly for this special Torah portion, which is set out as a poem, which takes a little bit extra effort as well. So just to give you a little sense of what this is all about. Thank you for coming up and sharing a little bit of the Torah with us. Good job. Would you like to read any of it now? Next week? Okay, thank you. You can, thank you. So we now turn to our fifth Aliyah, to the Maftir, and would like to invite back up Dylan.
Ya'amod, Avigdor ben Yosef v'Chaya bar ha-mitzvah. Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamvarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Ata Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Yimsa'ehu Yarkivehu al ba'movtei aretz uveto vayochal tinuvot sadai vayanikehu devash misela veshemen mechamish tzur Chemat bakar vechalev tzon im chelev karim ve'elim b'nei veshan ve'atudim im chelev chilyot chita v'dam einav tishtechamer vayoman Vayishman Yeshurun Vayivat Shemanta Avita Kasita Vayotosh Eloah Asahu Vayanabel Tzur Yeshuato Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher nantan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam nantan betochenu Baruch Ata Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. So we now lift the Torah so that you can all share in the words that Dylan has shared with us. So as we prepare to do so, we're going to invite up Jay and Phyllis Shapira to redress the Torah for us. And we ask that you please rise as we lift the Torah.
Vezot ha-Torah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael. Al pi Adonai beyad Moshe. Lai, 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 lai.
Please be seated.
Thank you.
We'd like to invite up our Rabbi Emeritus, Morley Feinstein. share some words with Dylan.
Dylan, this opportunity to stand here and speak with you for a minute goes back only about 38 years. Now, I know you're not that old, but that's how long I've known your grandparents and your dad and your aunt and all other members of the family. So really, it's a great privilege to be here and connect to your history. The history is really what's about this particular Torah portion. It's called, the book is 2 Samuel. Doesn't mean there were 2 Samuels. It means that the book was so big they had to divide it in half. So they have a first half and a second half. And yours that comes in the second half tells about David, our special king of Israel, who is at a moment being saved because he didn't get along very well with his father-in-law. There's a good lesson in there somewhere. You got to get along with all your family. But David was being pursued by his father-in-law, who was the king of Israel. So he needed to be in hiding. Eventually, he's saved. And it's interesting that the language that's used is so similar to what you've already chanted in your Torah portion, because he uses the word tsur again, this word about God as a rock. Rock of Ages is a song that we sing, and we think of God in a very special way. But I think it's interesting that your Torah and your Haftarah both have all these words about nature. Now we connect to your EnviroCare, because in your few verses that you're going to read here from the Haftarah, you have this message that the rock, God, is going to bring salvation, that somehow rock can also represent nature bringing a better world. Well, isn't that a message that you've been trying to bring to us with all the work you've done? And I want to especially say that this was not a 10-minute effort of caring for the environment. I look back on your blog, and it started almost 2 full years ago, where you've gotten included in the blog all this information about water and light bulbs and how we should drive better, and all this information that's sitting there. Well, you've been doing your blog for 2 years. The Torah goes back here maybe 3,000 years, and somehow there's a message there that we have to listen to make this world a better place, to use God's advice and to care for the world that we have, to bring the salvation that you're going to sing about in just a minute. We're very proud of you today, and we extend you a hearty mazel tov.
You'll find the Haftarah on page 1413, and invite you to follow along there as Dylan shares the Haftarah with us.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ha'olenu melech ha'olam asher bachar banu b'nim tovim v'ratza v'divreihem hana'eman ba'emet Baruch atah Adonai Hanu becher Torah Uv'Moshe Avdo Uv'Yisrael Amo Uv'Invi'ei ha'emet v'tzedek.
Amen.
Vaydaber David l'Adonai et divrei hashira hazot biyom hitzil Adonai oto mikaf kol oivav umikaf Shaul Vayomar Adonai sal'i tzudati umfalti li. Elohei tzuri echesebo magini vekaren ishi miskabi umenusi moshi mechamas toshieni. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol haolamim tzadik bechol hadorot ha'el ha'ne'eman ha'omer ve'oseh ha'medaber u'mekayem shekol decharav emet v'tzedek al ha'torah ve'al ha'avodah ve'al ha'vinvi'im ve'al yom ha'shabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha v'limenucha lechavod ultifaret al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umevarachim otach yitbarach shimcha befi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed baruch ata Adonai
Baruch Shemo.
mekadesh hashabbat.
Amen. On page 256, we now return the Torah to the Ark. As we do so, we'd like to invite Reuben, Simon, and Delilah Bank to come forward to open the Ark for us, and ask that you once again please rise.
Blessing my family with good health. They have always been there for me when I have been healthy and when I have not. My mom has always supported me and helped me keep the house clean and tidy. I don't know what the house would look like without her. I would like to thank my dad for answering my millions of questions and showing me the ground rules of life. I would like to thank my brother for keeping me busy and with the many games we play. I would like to bless God for giving us nature and a beautiful world. I hope that it starts healing from the many struggles it has had to go through while humans destroy and are continuing to destroy. I hope we can continue to fight the large corporations that continue to sacrifice the earth for the green bills they want in their pockets. I would like to thank God for my courage. I will continue to use it to fight for whatever I believe in and to help people fight for what people believe in who may not have as much courage as me. I would like to thank God for my opportunities. I live in an upper middle class family in a house with AC and heat. I have a comfortable bed with comfortable sheets. I have comfortable clean clothes that I can wear every day and healthy food that I can eat every day. I have had the privilege to go to a private school that helps me embrace my personality and my opportunities, and that also has nice teachers. I hope that I can use my opportunities to help people with less opportunities. I have many hopes for the future. I hope that my family continues to stay healthy and continue to enjoy many fun days where time flies by with them. I hope that we can all come together and fight climate change so that I can have an earth like my parents and my parents' parents and my parents' parents' parents. I hope that there will be peace in the world, and to accomplish all of my dreams, we must accomplish my last dream, to look at each other from many different perspectives. Next time you get in an argument, try to look at the other person's perspective and acknowledge it. You don't have to agree with it, but explain why you don't agree with them respectfully.
It's Chaim here, Lamach Zekimba, Vetomecha, Meushar, Tracheha, Tarchenoam, Vechol Netivotam.
Please be seated. We'd like to invite a member of our board, Jonathan Carson, to come forward, who has some presentations for you, some things to give you. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
You up for some gifts?
Sure.
Okay.
Nice to meet you, Dylan. My name is Jonathan Carson. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees here at University Synagogue. First, I want to say on behalf of the board, Mazel Tov, you were awesome. To you and to your whole family on simply an awesome accomplishment. I came bearing congrats as well as a handful of gifts that you can take home and open with you when you get there. And while I don't know you, I've heard a lot about you and your ambition this morning, and I just want to say that there's a lot to offer here at University Synagogue when it comes to continuing on your Jewish education. Hopefully, you will find a way to bring some of your drive and ambition, whether through the youth groups or Rabbi Simon's social justice programs or other ways. But just want to say a big, hearty congratulations. Mazel tov.
Thank you.
All right, so how you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
You did look like you were having a great time up here. I had a few words to share with you as well. I'll skip the environment, which we've spoken about a lot, but talk about something else, about you in particular. And I think we sort of saw a little bit last night at Shabbat services. Susie, the woman who came and gave you gifts from the sisterhood last night, said, well, I don't really know him, and so I wasn't sure if I really said the right thing. And she talked about your presence and your smile, and she said, I just felt like I needed to give him a hug. Do you remember that? She asked you if she could give you a hug. I said, you know what, I think you really got him. It's totally who you are. You have this perspective that I think comes across so well, that you just like look out at the world and see opportunity in it. Not only just opportunity for you, but opportunity for all of us. Opportunity to make the world a better place, which is, of course, what you do through all of your concern for the environment, but you do it in so many other ways as well. Beautifying the mitzvah of this day by adding percussion to our worship. Your beautiful voice that you have, and you need to be part of our teen choir for sure with that voice. So you look out and seek ways to make the world better, but also in a sense there's this idea of chidur mitzvah, not only to do a mitzvah, but to beautify it, to make it something really special. And Dylan, you do that in so many ways. So we are so proud of all that you have accomplished and what you have done here, and look forward to your continued engagement with the community. Jonathan mentioned Rabbi Simon's Jewish Center for Justice. I think somehow you'll end up running it. I'm not sure. On the board, for sure, with your aunt. And helping to do the good work, the important work of building our community and make it a more sacred and holy place and a welcoming place, which is what you do. We always feel so welcome in your presence. I'm so blessed to have been able to be here this morning with you, and to share in this very precious and special moment with you. So thank you for letting me be here with you as well. We are going to go in front of the ark now and ask for God's blessing, that as you continue this journey now, really just the first step on your journey through the adult world and understanding what it means to be an adult member of our community and our world, to ask for God's blessing upon you, that God may continue to support you and love you and care for you, that you feel a sense of God's presence surrounding you at all times. So as we go in front of the ark, I ask that you please rise. light of God's divine presence continue to shine upon you, Dylan, gracing and blessing your journey through life.
May Adonai lift up the divine countenance upon you, Dylan, and always grant you the choicest of God's blessing throughout your life ahead, the blessing of peace.
If you'll turn in your prayer books now to page 282, we'll join together there in the Aleinu.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
To remain standing and turn to page 294. We conclude our worship by turning our thoughts to those upon whose shoulders we stand, those who blessed our lives, and indeed, when we call them to mind, continue to bless our lives. As we remember each our own loved ones who walked the path of life before us, we remember especially those who were so important to Dylan and to his family. We remember Isaac and Hilda Friedman, Vic and Faye Berg, Joseph Michael Westheimer Sr., Elaine Westheimer, and Roy Shapira. As we remember them and each our own loved ones, we say Zichronam Livracha. May their memories be always a source of blessing. We join together. Yitkadal Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah Be'alma Divrach Hirutei V'amlich Malchutei B'chayechon U'vyomechon U'v'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael Ba'agala U'vizman Kariv V'imru Amen Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mavorach Le'olam Ulamei Amaya Yitbarach V'yishtabach V'yita'ar V'yitramam V'yitnaseh V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal Shemei D'Kudsha B'richu Le'elah min kol birchata v'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata Da'amiran be'alma v'imru Amen Yehei Shlama Rabba min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen Alseh shalom b'mromav Hu ya'aseh shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru Amen. May the source of peace help us to find the peace and wholeness we each seek in our own lives, and most critically and importantly, become a source of peace and wholeness and healing for our world. We say, Amen.
Amen.
Please be seated.
Justin, come with us. We're going to go down this way. Yeah. So you're going to do motzi and kiddush, okay? Kiddush and motzi. You did great.
Your Kiddush cup, sir. That's your Kiddush cup. Why'd you guys surround? Oh. Okay. All right. We're going to join together in Kiddush and Motzi. With wine, we thank God for the sweetness of the blessings that we share. I should say the fruit of the vine. I don't think it's wine. Pretty sure it's grape juice. But same idea. The sweetness that we taste, that we have tasted this morning, the sweetness of Shabbat, the sweetness of this moment with you, Dylan. And then we will join together in Motzi, which is a reminder to us to always share our blessings with those whose lives we touch. Join together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Take a drink.
Okay.
While we take the plastic off the want some more? Okay. Would you like to hold the challah there? We'll all touch the challah. There we go. Ready?
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem le'la'aretz. Amen.
Shabbat shalom. Mazel tov. Page 294. Oseh shalom.
Oseh shalom bimroma uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imberu amen. Oseh shalom bimroma uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imberu amen. Oseh shalom bimroma uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imberu amen. Oseh shalom bimroma uyaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imberu amen.
Shabbat shalom, everyone.
Shabbat shalom and mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Very well. Congratulations again.